Hey, and welcome to your reading, Pisces. You're the last sign. It got a little bit dark here. It's Monday. I do this wildcard readings usually on Sunday, but expect it to happen that usually you will get your weekly reading on Monday. But it's gonna be here and now. And let's take your crystal. So what is your crystal today? Okay, sacralchakra. It's like creativity and sexual energy. That's also this kind of life force empowerment, like don't become a martyr, but be like an emperor and empress. And today I have also, I had it already for Aries, a question, and today this reading I have also a question from a Pisces, anonymous. And the question is, what is the right direction to change my life? And we will see what comes with this reading, and I keep this question in mind. So you will get your advice card from this chakra energy wisdom cards, Pisces. Charge it a little bit here to the last. Okay, that's your advice card. And before your reading, I felt called to, I have this habit that I do every Friday, a love reading. And so I was having this intuitive calling to pull one card from this deck. I have been doing by hand these cards marked from the Lady Chatterley's Lover book since May, and the book is still going. Every Friday I make new book cards of new chapter. Next chapter will be chapter 16, but I just pulled already one card for you. So let's see soon what it is. It's on the table now. And then we see the spread, what we're going to use. But it comes with a crystal. What is your spread we're going to use today? Pisces. Sacral chakra is Celtic cross. Yes, but with the shadow deck. Okay, we're going to use this shadow deck. These are everyday shadow situations. This now crystal on top of here. And Celtic cross is this kind of exactly form. It's not my spread. I actually create my own tarot spreads, but this is a classic spread to answer questions. So it's very common that you had a question, or I had a question from one Pisces, but I'm collectively reading. This question is made, but this is for all Pisces. It's just who knows if other Pisces have also similar questions they are thinking about, but collectively we are answering what is the right direction to change my life. And we start. So it's like how you are, first of all. It shows who you are, the situation. Then what crosses you? Okay, what is the past? What influences this? I repeat the question still. I want to keep it in my mind. What is the right direction to change my life? We have already future on table now, what you're conscious about in this situation. I have to take some text out of my table because it's too much cards here. And what is the subconscious? Okay. This Celtic cross questions are many. This next is what you're bringing into this situation. You are in this situation. You're always being something. Everything starts from being something. Who you are, it's very important. It reflects back to you. There's outside influences. This is your hopes and fears. Of course, every decision you do might be fearful. There's 2 cards for the outcome. So let's see. Whew. So you are showing up as Queen of Wands. And you are showing us Queen of Wands, this kind of powerful, working like a passionate queen. Very positive also, but like somebody who has a big willpower, but also like a really passionate, beautiful queen. This could be somebody who also warms others. So you're a very warm person. And Page of Sword is coming to cross you. So this kind of card is crossing you. Guide, maybe that's the dreams. I think we have to read immediately to understand the heart of the question. So your queen willpower is like crossed with this Page of Swords. It's not Knight of Swords, it's Knave of Swords, Page of Swords. A bit like there's this very communicated, eager knight communicating things. A bit like a teenager communication in the sense that like lots is said, and it's also somebody eager to know, very eager to experience, eager to know, like, yeah, you are like communicating a lot because things need to be said, or you are looking for exploring new options. Yeah, let's say that this is crossing you is indeed you are exploring new options in your situation. But we can read from the shadow deck. Yeah, right direction to say change. There is a kite flying. There is like a picture attached to it. Interesting. Change my life. Yeah, like this card kind of. Now that's sword energy. Here. So that crosses you, that's happening. Your queen. The queen is usually the like holding a sunflower and having a black cat. It's really this kind of powerful doing energy queen, like getting fire energy happening, things are happening. Anyway, this is crossing that queen. The Page of Swords experiments with ideas, thought systems, and philosophies. Yes, it's like if you are now asking even from me, what is the right direction to change my life? You are open to explore your options. That's in the heart of the questions, indeed. You are wanting clarity, even though there is a lot of fire, so that's a lot of light. So maybe there is a certain kind of clarity that you have about the situation, but you want more. Okay, so a past influence on the situation. 7 of Cups. So a lot of dreaming, Like there's like if you want, like I actually just wrote here something that I briefly just saw, I think it's meaningful. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So to what do you commit? Like there are a lot of wishes, a lot of hopes and dreams, but what is that you want really? of those dreams to materialize. And then you commit to that. That's in the past. Dreaming. I mean, dreaming energy of Pisces, this is totally like, I think Pisces energy, like dreams. That's the Pisces world. So it's no wonder. But I'll read as we go. 7 of Cups. This is for every Pisces, also collectively. So take what resonates. But there was this question I'm answering now. The world is full of opportunities and we are full of potential, as this young woman now knows. The imagination is a great gift, for through it we can experience all possible futures and thereby commit to one and manifest it in our lives. And this is about dreams and desires. So there is a lot that you have desired in the past. What is the future showing here? Okay, a tower moment. Tower moment is really like something has to change. This person is in the kitchen, maybe there's like an argument, the things are broken on the floor. And tower moment is, if you go through the tower moment, the next card is the star card. So there can be a lot of new dreaming, new beautiful chances, but you have to go through this change to get there. So it's a major arcana card, first major arcana card. So definitely the changes in the future, and we're asking what is the right direction to change my life. Maybe accept that things will also change. The change is inevitable, it will happen. So right direction, let's look about that if we see any hints like how to deal with it. But you are clearly open to explore your options. What you're conscious about, I don't know if I have to read the tower but that's major arcana and the first one. So I would say I read it for the reason that it's very important for you, that you know that this change happens. That's it. Like lightning striking unexpected changes, like a tower, like lightning striking unexpected changes seem to come out of nowhere with no warning. In their wake, they leave the world altered forever and looking like quite a mess. An unexpected event that changed everything. So there might be some event that you cannot control that will happen. Like unexpected event will happen in the future. But it looks me, in this card looks a bit like argument. So just be sure that you are like safe to have this argument. This is not like some like things are broken here and like, yeah, don't get to this kind of, yeah, war zone. Everything is like red here, so it's kind of like heightened emotions. So be aware of heightened emotions can be. Be aware. The sun. Okay. So with the community and with the people around you that who you really love and who love you, there is really the sun shining, and there's like forever this kind of happy community and a family. Sun card is happiest card in the tarot. So looks like this change. We are asking about what is the right direction to change my life. Yes, you should remember what makes you happy. Always keep that as a compass, the happiness of your family most of all, what makes everybody happy. So the sun, very powerful card. The sun warms the earth, encouraging life and growth, fruit and flowers, adding sweetness to life. It punctuates the cycles of life. In its light, we celebrate all the things that we hold most dear. Connections, generations, and cycles bring joy. Yes, I think the compass of all this question would be like What is the right direction to change my life? What brings you joy? Go towards the sun, like any plant is also growing towards the sun. Go towards the sun. What brings you joy? An underlying thing that you're not aware is Ace of Wands, also light, but this is the doing energy. The Queen is already the same suit, but this is like a really manifesting new beginning, a new way of doing things. And there's this candlelight. It's kind of interesting that it's like a night and day. Like underneath is this candle magic, and up is the sun. If you're not aware of this powerful, like a kind of sacred place, sacred space, I think you should keep sacred what you keep close to you. There should be this really sacred. This looks like kind of like a really this cozy place. See what the flyer. I want to read this because maybe this gives to some person more clarity. So subconsciously, Pisces have this. All of the aces represent gifts and opportunities. Although the strength of our will is always within us, at times we need a boost. Just when we need it the most, the divine lights a fire and sends a little energy on our way. When that happens, our actions are touched with magic. An opportunity to take action. Okay, so you are not seeing this, but there is an opportunity to take action. And maybe that is helping the change to happen. But I would say that you could also have a bit like a meditation, that you calm yourself to not be agitated, to not have like a communicate from a peace, not from the like a instability. Be abundant in yourself, joyful, and so on, and welcome the change with positive intentions and positive thing. Don't fear that this change is like something very bad, arguments and so on. Don't be fearful about the change, I would say. This is a positive new beginning. What you bring in the situation? Okay, 9 of Wands. There is more candles. Okay. Person is like burning candles. Anyway, 9 of Wands is kind of like can be like you give a lot of energy to something, and you are kind of starting to think like, what happened? The person is like having a little break to think like, do I have energy to this? Like a lot have happened. But here, these 2 cards is like candles are lit. Like you are actually the person who is like, again, the passionate queen, I would say, because it's like the fire energy here as well. Okay, outside influences. High Priestess. Okay, so there is some powerful insights, like psychic, like an intuitive influence in your life. Like you can have a higher view about things. It's even with yourself, maybe. I mean, often case like we are not hearing our higher self, but it's there. If we just like kind of like a Alice in the window, like a mirror, like hello, like almost like talking to your inner child, like you would find a connection to the higher, deeper part of yourself. But this is around you, so maybe there are very wise people around you that can guide you and give you like a spiritual guidance. Also, I would say the peace of mind here, that the change doesn't have to be this kind of explosive. It can be kind of going to another world, like stepping into the higher version of you, like higher self. There's connection with the higher self here. See it more like that, like you have neglected that part of yourself or something, but it's there. It's like the outside influence is like, okay, it could be actually higher self if you just listen the guidance. What is the right direction to change my life? You might actually know it very well, because you just have to drop into your heart. I'm gonna read still this. This is a Major Arcana card again. And we have third Major Arcana card. We have this what you're conscious about, the Sun, happiest card, and then we have this deep witch-like influence. That you would go deeper, that you would dare to really have the spiritual kind of like a strength. High Priestess. The High Priestess is the keeper of dark, mysterious knowledge, because what she gives cannot be taught or explained logically. It sometimes seems scary, but there is no way around it. It must be experienced to be known. Muster up some trust, take her hand and dive in. Connection with the divine, a deep and certain knowledge. So yeah, I'm talking about here the inner knowledge, so higher self. That's something to explore. I mean, it can come with the candle magic also, like you are really starting to understand what is you and what is another, like a frame technique. Like you are like really dropping into your own frame and then like switching between the candle light and the surrounding. This could be some kind of, yeah, finding much more this kind of sanctuary in your life, peace in your life. That might be the change, that there has been some like a not so sure where the wind is blowing this time. You could actually control this kite where it's flying. Then Hope and Fears is 2 of Pentacles. Okay, it's a bit like this housewife, like what you have, like this kind of classical tarot. The 2 of Pentacles is kind of like juggling with this kind of what you have, 2 things. But that comes as a housewife. Maybe Hopes and Fears is, I don't know, like it's a bit like she's reading a recipe. Also a bit like guidance, like what direction to take to design my life. What is the best recipe for your life? Maybe thinking about like before you bake any like a love cake, you have to have a recipe. And what's the best recipe of the happiness? There has to be definitely joy there. That was already clear here. But what else? What is that recipe? Where is this? Yes, I'm gonna read this because these are everyday shadow stories, can be meaningful for some people. Pisces, by attuning to the elemental energies, we like this skilled woman can work with the flow. We like this skilled woman can work with the flow, balancing many tasks with grace and ending up with lovely creations. Maintaining balance, creating good things. Okay, yeah, it's like Hope and Fear is like, are you able to keep the balance, maybe? And creating good things out of this recipe that you are about to do. And then the outcome. Is the right direction to change my life? Okay, so there is King of Cups and the Emperor. There is like, practically there is like 2 kings, but there is King of Cup is the heart, and the Emperor is a true emperor, like the person who marries the Empress, like it's just a true king. Very logical, but they are coming together, the King of Cup. So that's the emotionally really caring. So outcome is that you will have that. Or you are showing up yourself as this emperor, like a person who is able to organize, because the woman is like emperor here. that you take leadership of your own life. I would say like that. It shows like, I'm gonna read this both because this is the outcome. King of Cups. But there must be this emotionally mature king that you, this is a love reading, you have to, like, I mean, we have even the Emperor and Empress here in this sacral chakra, and this is like also the creativity and sexual energy. Here we have a creativity. This is kind of like the Emperor that comes with the crystal as well. I mean, like King of Cups. I'm talking about Emperor, but Emperor was here. Let's see. So you know, because this is changes happening, you didn't have maybe this kind of caring king, but you want that. But you are very logical on your decisions, that you really want this love. The Emperor is the one everyone wants to be in charge. No matter if the group is planning a party, a fundraiser, or political event, the right leader makes all the difference. The Emperor will organize and delegate, making sure that resources and skills are employed in the most efficient possible way, creating order and stability, planning and organizing for the greater good. Is the direction to change my life. Definitely this Emperor showing as a woman shows that you should take like a leadership of your own life. There is also the outside force is very powerful, like a intuitive goddess here to maybe show you way to also be, but this is like a kitchen, like a cooking something at home is also like, I mean, the woman is often the head of a house in the sense to cook there and then like take care of the family. But King of Cups. I want to read these stories, even I would leave it to that, just interpreting them, because maybe there is something that somebody needs to know of that King of Cups. To understand that what it's like to have a King of Cups in your life. That's a very positive, caring man. Very. The King of Cups encourages others to express themselves and share their hearts. So yeah, you know the King of Cups from that they encourage others to express themselves, like a teacher, good teacher. And maybe the King of Cups is encouraging this Emperor kind of woman even to show more the feelings, there to really be in the relationship like with a heart. These cards are usually, when you look the meaning of everything, you have to look what is conscious. So you being able to express your feelings with this King of Cups is the happiness, is really this Sun card. And the family is also supportive of this kind of caring person. Who wouldn't? That you have a little like a lovely couple, like you have this caring king and a very leader type organized woman here. I would change the direction is to have this empowered, like Emperor. You are becoming like that, empowered, and your man, if you have a love relationship, is also encouraging you to express your feelings, and that empowers you even more. But then the family is even supporting you. That's beautiful. But then the underlying thing is this, that you will hope and fears. We have there this. So there is maybe like a lot of like things will happen, new things will happen, and it scares you, and you are looking to the recipe like, okay, do I know this? But not everything in life is like, you don't have like a script to read, like kind of like an actor, like you cannot always know what's exactly going to happen. You just have to trust. Trust is very important, that you trust the goodness This change card is only a little bit scary here. Maybe I verify it with another deck. Just asking exactly that what is the right direction to change my life. Let's put it directly on top of that. Emperor. So, or is the man is the emperor, well, in this case is the King Arthur. The King Arthur is the one who is able to lift the Excalibur. That it's the sword that nobody else can lift. Emperor. Second time emperor, and outcome emperor, and a King of Cup. So this one, I'm reading the fairy tale to you. I mean, this is like the here. Changes you will have. You have to be yourself emperor, or you are gonna be with the emperor kind of man. King Arthur. The emperor is the ideal father figure, a warrior and a conqueror. King Arthur rules over his kingdom and his sometimes unruly knights with a just and firm hand. He unifies the fractious, defends the weak, and lends his knowledge and understanding to all his subjects. Stability, leadership, bravery, bold action, structure. So that is the change, that there will be this bold action, structure, and you need to take a leadership in this. How much more we have to verify this change? We have 2 times already Emperor on the table. Let's see the advice card, because we have it here. And before that, I'm gonna take the lady card, because I took this mysterious lady card on the table, and it's written, "Am I temptation?" she said, stroking his face. So this was actually in my last reading. Also fun. Interesting that similar cards are popping up, even if I have marked this book in so many places. This is something for all the Pisces, maybe even. I think it was chapter 15. Okay, so let's show this original queen who is here. This is how you're showing up anyway, situation. "Am I temptation?" she said, stroking his face. "I'm so glad I'm temptation to you. Don't let's think about it. You frighten me when you start thinking. You roll me out of flat. Don't let's think about it. We can think so much when we are apart. That's the whole point. I've been thinking. I must come to you for another night. I must come once more to the cottage. Shall I come on Thursday night?" So there is definitely this passion. There is a passion, a passionate woman. That in the heart. It's coming here, the passionate woman. You're showing up with the candles, also with a lot of warm and like even though this 9 of Wands, did I read it? Did I read it? Not sure anymore. I think I read everything, but not that. Did I? Okay, I'm gonna read this. You are showing up like this in this situation. Some challenges are harder than others. Nearing the end of her strength, this woman draws on her deepest reserves within her and prepares herself for what she knows will be the final encounter with this particular challenge. Weak, worn, and weary, she's not certain of the outcome, but she's prepared to give all that she can, preparing for the final challenge. So yeah, you are having a challenge, because it's like, what is the right direction to change my life? There is a challenge, but outside of you, you have wise people, all this kind of intuitive wisdom. You can tap into that. Is your, like I say so, or is your higher self. So do not worry. there is this recipe that you should kind of look into it. What is the winning recipe in this situation? And outcome is this happy couple and the family that supports it. So it's not that bad at all. Okay, so what is your advice card? Instinct. Okay, same as this outside card, influence. You should use your instinct, really, like a wolf. You should be into it. Like Pisces, I think you are. You have just underestimated your natural abilities. But you have very good instinct about things. And you should trust those instincts. Become more intuitive in the sense that you are really gonna be like powerful. And you don't have to even question, like you just know what is the right direction. Instinct. Wolf of the white light. There is guide inside us. The legend. Wolf climbs the treacherous rocks, his eyes always fixed on the high ground. During the time he prepared to be a guardian, his master trained him never to turn back. When we look behind, we sap the energy we are to use in the future, his master said. Wolf's defense is his instinct, and he senses danger. Hence Wolf journeys on and does not look below for his enemies. He climbs unseen, for only those who seek a spirit guide can see him. Inspiration. Your instinct is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. Personal inquiry. How can I master letting go and move on? Do I trust my inner guidance? And key ideas. Solitary journey. Spirit lies on the road ahead. Led by spirit, following your instinct. I give you still meditation, Pisces. Imagine a waterfall of light washing down from above. The wolf of white light beckons to you. Go, as he guides you. What do you see? Does he talk to you? He may not. Communication takes many forms. Is he friendly, neutral? Do you have any innate knowledge about him? If he allows it, look into his eyes. Previously unseen sights may now be revealed to you. There is really this outside influence is also about this high priestess, and then you have this very intuitive energies around you. Very, very good guidance. Trust that. Trust your instincts. You will be safe when you trust your instincts. Yes. Don't be a martyr, because that's the thing. If you're not kind of emperor and empress enjoying the pleasure of life and the kingdom and all the good things that you have created, you can become a martyr and people pleaser, and then you're like not in your power. You should be in the power, like even in the change situation, be like an emperor. The emperor show up here as a woman. I would say, because this is next to a woman again, the emperor is the woman. It's not the man. This is you. This is you. It's like Aries. Emperor is Aries sign. Be like that. Or search some advice from Aries in your life, because that's the natural way of being. They are very organized, very boss-like people. So you should be really having like your life is your business. Like, yes, it's my business. Like we can say like, oh, I don't tell you because it's my business, but I mean, your personal life is your business, and you should lead it like a business. Yes. And then the best person for you is King of Cups. Of course, Pisces, emotional. You need emotional support. You need that. I know Pisces is very emotional. So I think this is, of course, you need that. Maybe you will know more when you get more tapped to this instinct. Like all things you need, just learn to tap into it. Like really, really allow yourself to trust that what you know is right. And the intuitive knowledge comes from your heart. So I think that was your reading. I'm just wondering, like, did I give still enough of what is the right direction to change my life? I think I give you a love card because I wanna need what kind of love is needed between this King of Cups and the Emperor kind of woman. Gorgeous stuff. Spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. Oh, very beautiful. So sweet. Oh. Oh. What a fairy world. Anyway, I do also personal reads. You can always book me. I'm not going to read more about this card, but I leave you to this, Pisces. Spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. And actually now I remember, like, there is like all this love language, and one of the love languages is quality time. There is the touch, gift, act of service, written words, and quality time. Quality time is the fifth. And I think that's what you get to have if you face a change. The situation can be hard and whatever, but it will lead you to a situation when you just have a beautiful quality time with the King of Cups. Yes. Okay, this was your reading, Pisces, and see you next week. And if you have a question for me, maybe I can take into the reading next week. Okay, so comment here and I might choose one from your questions for the next week reading. Okay, bye.